find here that there was one that brought his son to be healed. Jesus was on the Mount of Transfiguration. So he brought his son to the disciples, and they couldn't have him. And Jesus asked the man, he said, he told him concerning, he said, Master, I brought unto thee my son, which have a dumb spirit. And wheresoever it taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth and gnasheth with his teeth, and pineth away. And I spake unto the disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. And on down in verse number 21, Jesus said, or he asked, he said, how long is it ago since this came unto him? And he said, of a child. Oftentimes it cast him into the fire and into the water to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Lord, if you can help him, have compassion. And Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. Lord, I believe that you can help him. He said, now just in case there's a little doubt somewhere, many times we'll make the statement, well, I believe God can take care of this. But somewhere in the back of our mind is a little doubt that I don't think God can. I don't know if you ever struggled with that or not. I do. I wished I really had the faith of the Apostle Paul. I believe God, it shall be done as told to me. I want to live with faith. I want to really trust God for everything. But sometimes in the back of my mind, the devil speaks up and says, do you really believe that? Do you really believe God can take care of all your needs? This man with a child, Jesus said, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. If you can only believe, said all things are possible. And straightway the father cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. But help thou mine unbelief. If there's a little doubt there, Lord, please take care of that. All we need to do is get all the doubts and fears out of our mind and simply say, God, I believe you can. Sometimes that's really hard to do, isn't it? It's really hard to do. God, first of all, take care of my doubts. I believe, God, but take care of my doubts that I may fully, with all my heart, believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we would ask or think. In the book of Luke, chapter number 8. Jairus, his daughter, aged 12, was sick at the point of death. And he went to call Jesus. Went and made were set for him, and there he called. And Jesus went with him. on the way, some had come and said, why do you trouble the master any further since my daughter's dead? Luke may not put it in those terms, but the Bible said, while he yet spake, there cometh one from the ruler of the synagogue's house, saying to him, thy daughter is dead, trouble not the master. And Jesus, when he heard it, he answered him, saying, fear not, believe only, and she shall be made whole. Jairus, you've come this far. Don't let this news that you just received, don't let it interfere with what you want. Just believe. Paul said, I believe God. I want to ask you this morning in closing. Do you really believe God? Do we really trust Him? I believe God for salvation. He was faithful in doing that. There have been many things in my life that I said, God, I believe that you can help me in this, and God did that. And then we come to the next trial in life, and I always say, God, I believe because you have in time past, Lord, I believe you can take care of this. But somewhere in the backside, the devil whispers in my ear, are you really sure God can? And I think sometimes we're missing out on what God would do for us because we have a few doubts and fears, wondering, God, can you really do this? And Jesus said, if thou can only believe, He said, it shall be done. Paul said, I believe God. It shall be as God has said. And lo and behold, they all came to the shore. Some on boards, some swam. And maybe some of those that were swimming had a hold of that board, dragging it. Somebody on the board. Maybe you could be dragging somebody along to the shore. I believe God. Just have a song of invitation. You need to come and pray this morning.